If you're lying in the middle of the night, staring at the ceiling, your body tired, but your mind completely awake, listen closely because what I'm about to reveal isn't a trick or a hack. It's an ancient understanding of the body that I've used to help thousands of my students and clients drop back into deep restorative sleep, often within minutes. And it only requires two simple but crucial steps. Hey everyone, it's Jay here, and as a yoga therapist and Ayurvedic health practitioner, I've noticed that the biggest mistake almost everyone makes when they wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. is that they clamp their eyes shut and they mentally demand themselves to sleep. Now, I promise you that has never worked really for anyone because the problem is not a lack of willpower. You see, in Ayurveda, we'd say that your Vata dosha, the subtle energy of air and movement that governs your nervous system, has become disturbed and erratic. In modern terms, your body has slipped into this kind of a heightened state of arousal or even anxiety. So let's understand this for a moment. Like yin and yang, sleep and wakefulness are governed by two opposing forces. So, on one side, you have your sleep system. That's what the yogic science has associated to your body's natural rhythm, which is tied to the rising and the setting of the sun and the sleep pressure that builds as the day and night goes on. On the other side is your arousal system. That's the force that keeps you alert, scanning, and responsive. Now, when these two are in harmony, your arousal settles at night and your sleep system gently takes the wheel. But when Vata is aggravated by stress, irregular routine, too much stimulation before bed, that balance tips. Your arousal system increases and overrides your sleep drive entirely. That's why you can snap awake at 3 a.m. with no obvious cause and you're really exhausted, right? But you're wide awake because your mind and your body simply refuses to settle. And here's the part that almost nobody realizes. The harder you try to force sleep, the more you aggravate that same arousal. Force and too much effort, this releases stress hormones. And it's like flooring the gas pedal when you're trying to parallel park, right? The harder you push, the worse it gets. So instead, I want to walk you through a two-step method built specifically to calm Vata and quiet arousal in your mind, your breath, and your body so your sleep system can naturally take back over. Remember, we're not forcing sleep. We are simply removing the obstacles to it. Now, before we begin, there are three simple things that I want you to avoid when you wake during the night. Now, the first thing is don't look at the clock. Okay, the moment you do, your mind starts doing the math. If I fall asleep right now, I'll get 4 hours of sleep or 3 hours. Now, that calculation alone can spike the cortisol and drag you further from rest. Second, don't reach for your phone or really anything that gives off light, right? Because the light, the notifications, and the stimulation tells your brain it's time to wake up, not wind down and be more relaxed. And third, stay in bed unless you generally need to get up because your bed is it's your safety net, right? It's where you want to remain rested and relaxed and really feel safe. Now, if you'd like more strategies to sleep quicker and deeper and a really simple, effective yoga protocol, I've put together a free yoga therapy and nervous system reset guide. The link is in the description below. Now, let's get back to our two-step protocol based on yoga and Ayurveda to guide your body back towards sleep. Step number one, release tension from the body with a yoga nidra scan. Now, even though you believe you're relaxed, the body often holds on to tension that you're not consciously aware of. It's in the jaw, the shoulders, the belly, and this hidden tension keeps signaling to the brain, stay alert. Now, to dissolve this, we're going to borrow a principle straight out of the yoga nidra practice, this ancient practice where we can consciously relax using a body scan method of tensing and releasing. So we're going to add that component. We're going to tense and release the muscle groups in a sequence. Now, this does two things. It reveals where you're holding the tension, and it sends the brain a physical message of safety as each area lets go. So what you want to do is begin at the feet. So you want to curl your toes and tense the muscles of your feet for about 5 seconds. Then release and simply notice the contrast between the ease and the tension for about 10 seconds. Move up to the calves, tense and release, then the thighs, the belly, the hands and arms, the shoulders, and finally, all those muscles in your face. Breathe slowly and evenly the entire time. Now, this whole scan should take you roughly about 3 to 5 minutes. And by the end, you'll likely feel heaviness, some warmth, maybe a gentle tingling, that unmistakable signature of the body surrendering its hold on wakefulness. Step number 2, calm the nervous system with a special breathing technique. So when you wake in the night, your sympathetic nervous system, what the yogis have always understood as the seat of fight or flight, is switched on. Now, our aim is to gently activate its counterpart, that parasympathetic nervous system, the state of rest and digestion. And this really tells the body, I'm safe and I can let go. So the fastest gateway into this state is the breath. And what we call prana, the life force that moves through you with each inhale and exhale, is really important. So in the yogic tradition, the breath is the bridge between the conscious and the unconscious mind. And by slowing it down with certain specific breathing techniques, you slow everything else. Now, when you breathe deeply into the belly, the diaphragm descends and stimulates the vagus nerve, a pathway that the yogis worked with for thousands of years through breath control, long before it even had that Latin name. Now, this sends a calming signal straight to your heart, lungs, and gut, slowing your heart rate, lowering your blood pressure, and quieting the release of cortisol and adrenaline. And this, my friends, is the doorway back to sleep. Now, the breathing pattern that I want you to use tonight follows a very simple but effective 6-3-6 rhythm. It's a ratio designed to soothe Vata without overstimulating the system the way the longer holds and other more advanced breathing techniques can. Okay, so here's how it works. What you're gonna do, inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 6 and picture the numbers descending in your mind. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then hold gently for a count of 3, counting 3, 2, 1. No strain, no gripping, just a soft pause, like the stillness between two waves. Then exhale slowly through your nose or mouth for a count of 6, counting 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, letting the breath empty completely, like pouring water from a cup. Now you want to repeat this cycle 5 to 10 times. Somewhere around the second or third round, you'll likely notice your heart rate beginning to drop. You might feel a wave of warmth or heaviness moving through your limbs. Now, this is your nervous system shifting gears. The Vata, that air and wind, is settling, and the mind softening its grip on wakefulness. Now that the nervous system has settled and the body has released, you can finally let yourself move into deep, restful sleep. Now, if you want to explore another very effective breathing technique and breath work that can be a little bit more different and unique, I really invite you to download that free yoga, therapy, sleep, and nervous system reset guide. And you can, again, get that in the description in the link there. Now, In this, I share a very unique yoga breathing technique that I use with my students and my clients to help release anxiety, calm the nervous system, and really support that deeper, more restorative sleep. So both this practice here that you're getting in the video and in the free resource, they're both simple but yet effective and something that you can use right away and build upon. Okay. Remember, the goal is never to force sleep, only to keep the mind gently, harmlessly occupied until the body drifts off on its own. Okay, so let's recap the full two-step practice should you wake in the night again. Okay, so first, release the physical tension through a few minutes of yoga nidra body scan with that tension and relaxation. Second, calm the nervous system with 5 to 10 rounds of the 6-3-6 breathing technique. And together, these two steps calm Vata on every level, physical, energetic, and mental, creating the ideal condition for your body's own intelligence to carry you back into sleep. You know, waking in the middle of the night doesn't mean your body's broken, and it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It's just really your body doing exactly what it was designed to do, was to check and make sure that you're safe. Now, when you meet that moment with patience and these two simple steps, instead of frustration, you're sending your nervous system the exact signal it's been waiting for. It's okay, and you can rest now. One last thing, if these middle of the night wake ups keep happening, I encourage you to go deeper with that simple yoga protocol I've shared with over 1,000 of my students and clients. It includes 2 guided PDFs of a unique, simple yoga and breathwork practice to ease anxiety, achieve deep restorative sleep, and restore balance. The link is in the description below. Peace and namaste.